my good friend Scott Ferry is directing the shoot with. He's the one that was responsible for directing my episode of Retarded Policeman, if anybody saw that on the Webernet.
So are you in every single picture, or is it you and a bunch of other actors?
I'm in every single... It's a Doug Jones book.
Okay.
Yeah, and Medallion Press in Chicago, Illinois, approached me about doing this because I met publisher Adam Mock at a party, and he said, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours," and he made me pose like the Silver Surfer with him to send on his phone to his kids back home, and then he said, "Hey, you know, in publishing, I think I'm always looking for writers and great book ideas. How would a mime write a book? If you were, because you're so expressive, like that's and so how would a mime write a book? I've never been asked that one before. So we came up with a photo book, and then Scott Berry got involved as a writing partner with Adam Mott, myself, and our photographer Eric Curtis is just kick-ass good. He's fantastic. So the images we've gotten already are everything from remaking old movie posters to famous pieces of art to and then a lot of wordplay with mime, like let's say like what mime is yours, that kind of thing. A meeting with the mimes. You can do so much with that frickin' word.
Oh, that definitely sounds really cool, and I can't wait. I was worried for a minute there when you told me you were putting out a book, because the last person who I heard they put a book out of photos of doing something was it. Did you ever hear that Leonard Nimoy has a photo book out?
No, I didn't.
Yes, Leonard Nimoy it's by Leonard Nimoy, so he took photos themselves of obese naked women.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, God, please let it not be like Leonard Nimoy's book.
Yeah, just me with my digital camera out in the world taking pictures of fat ladies naked.
And I was just like, well, I guess depending on what your taste is, it's artistic, or you're just going to be completely mortified, so whatever.
I think that was, now you know I'm going to go on a search for that book tomorrow. Now you know that, right?
You can find it at your local bookstore.
I'm gonna.
What do you happen to read, by the way?
What do I read?
Yes, I mean, do you have time? You must have time to read. There's probably times on the set of a movie that you're just bored out of your frickin' skull because they have to reset up the shot and rebuild the set because the explosion didn't do it right, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to be in my trailer because I can't do anything because I'm covered in crappy makeup and I just need to zen out in a book. What do you read?
The problem is when you're covered in crappy makeup, you often can't see to read a book.
Oh, yeah.
Your hands, you hold your arms up even to like cut a book in your lap. It takes energy to fight the rubber latex trying to spring back to a down position.
Yeah.
So it's not comfortable normally, but plus, often on a movie set, my concentration is on the movie we're shooting, and so to take myself off of that, and a lot of actors can read books on set. I'm not one of them. If it takes me off to another world, I'm escaping the movie that I'm making. Then I come back to it. It's like, oh wait, but I was lost in Fantasyland. Whatever.
So what? When you do have a chance to read, what do you read?
Well, let's think. I don't read much. I just recently. I'm going to start a bunch of rumors if I tell you what I read recently. Well. Anyway, a very classic tale by Tolkien.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to revisit that one just because there's been a lot of talk about it recently, and I think it's a great story.
Yeah. So which character are you playing in that movie?
Would you just come out and ask me a blatant question? Would you just do that? Honestly, there's been an awful lot of talk about rumors and with that movie, and all I've heard is the same rumors you have. I have not heard any factual anything.
I think you mentioned that at Rock and Shock, the convention I met you at, regarding Del Toro. If he made a skin cream commercial, you'd be playing the Before or something like that.
You were nice to call it a skin cream commercial. He his quote actually this. If I make a hemorrhoid commercial, Doug Jones would be in it. So, I think he would have me playing a hemorrhoid on some large monster's backside, probably.
Now, I saw Legion this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, no offense, I did not like it.
Well, no, and that's, you know what?
I'm not going to patronize you because I love you and I love everything you've done, but the beginning of the movie is fine. You know, I think they fell asleep in the middle and then just completely forgot how to finish. They didn't know how to finish it at the end, and there's just so much left unsaid. There's so many plot holes. There's so much they just kind of like, oh, well, here's the whole reason why the angels are coming down, but we're not really going to explain what the big deal is with the kid. But
you know they set you up for a sequel. You know that, right?
Yeah, please. I hope they don't make a sequel.
Because I mean, we want to get another box office ticket out of you, don't we? Later, like a couple years from now.
Yeah. Well,
I'm fully dead now, but
you were right. You are only in that for 5 minutes. I whipped out my phone, hit the start button, and I was just like, okay, we're gonna time this. Here he comes with the chiming down. Okay, there's a shadow. That's him. Okay, here we go. Click. 5 minutes you take to get killed. Yeah, it's about 5 minutes, maybe a little over, and then you're just like all. And then,
well, that's awesome. Well,
yeah,
I'm very complimented that you would take the effort to do such a thing.
Now that's you pretty much right in the morning when you wake up without any makeup on, right? Because that was.
That's sort of what happens. I stretch. I get out of bed and I stretch. My movies go across the room, much like the ice cream man. My jaw drops down for breakfast like a snake. I kind of slide over my omelet, and then I go curl up in a corner and digest it like my son. I'm kidding. That's really not how I live this morning. But you know, since we're talking about Legion, I should probably tell you how it came about for me.
Yes.
Our director, Stewart, is a sweetheart of a guy who came looking for me to do this special cameo in the film because it starts off with me and my own face. And because this is a genre film that includes horror fans and sci-fi action fans, he wanted to put me in a movie of that genre without rubber on my face to give the fanboys of that genre just a little beggy treat before I morph into something hideous. So that's what I was doing there.
Say that one more time. Sorry, it cut out.
Oh, sorry about that. The entire thing?
No. Just the last end. Just the last part. It cut out. Sorry.
He's something about fanboys wanting to give them a Dougie treat, and it was actually me as a Frosty treat.
Yes.
Salesman.
Yes.
There you go.
We definitely got. We gave out at the theater event in Leominster, Mass, the Entertainment Movie Theater in Leominster, Mass, copies of the T-shirt that we got from the studio. It says Frosty Treats on it.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, that's my face with my unhinged jaw.
Now, what was that? Just like a piece of plastic? Was that CGI, or was that some type of piece of plastic they just prosthetic onto you?
It was a combination of both worlds. It was me. I opened my mouth on film. CG took it down to my chest, lower jaw. Then they cut angles to, and the next time you see me, I have a prosthetic piece hanging off my face with glue.
Did you have to do the weird walk where you get all the stretchy limbs and now you're all like kind of like a spider?
Yeah, you bet I did. I'm very proud to tell you that I was wearing arm and leg extensions, and I was down on all fours, and I had to gallop and learn to incorporate this new ecosystem into my character. It was awesome, and well, I'll tell you what, trying on those long leg and arm extensions at the Creature Shop. Optic Nerve is the name of the place that made these beautiful limbs for me. That first sitting, I was running around the parking lot outside, and I was like, I broke a sweat, was breathing heavily, my heart's pounding in my throat. I thought, ooh, I got to go to the gym. Yeah, so. And that's what happens for a lot of stuff I do, where I see there's going to be a very specific thing happening, and I need to go to the gym to specifically work that something out.
Now, I noticed your first movie that you were ever in is one of my favorite holiday films of all time, Batman Returns.
A favorite holiday film?
Yeah, Batman Returns is a holiday movie. Batman has to stop the Penguin and Catwoman from destroying Christmas in Gotham City.
Okay, well, there was Christmas involved, but okay.
You play a thin clown in that movie.
I'm the thin clown. Right, I'm one of Danny DeVito's henchman sidekick, weird guys from the Red Triangle Circus gang.